Here with Dynasty, a Swedish band. Everybody in Sweden knows who you are. Maybe some people outside the country don't, so if you can give me a quick recap about who you are, how long you've been playing together and stuff. Your little history.
Yeah, we started this band in Stockholm, Sweden, 4.5 years ago, 2008. And we released our first album 2009 called Bring the Thunder, and since then we have released 2 more albums. Last year and this year.
I've been pretty busy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you recorded your first album, you chose the legendary Polar Studios. That's quite unusual to do that for a debut band. How did that come about?
Well, we knew Chris Laney. He was working there at the time, and on that path we went. We just talked to him about how much it would cost and stuff, and give us a good price, and we didn't knew any other studios to work in actually.
And I mean, like, the main idea was to get out of the demo band thing as soon as possible, and the best way to do that is to do a really well produced album from the start.
Yeah, we knew we would get a very good sound from the studio, so we didn't have to think about that. So.
Yeah, and we actually booked the studio time before we had the entire band completed.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Before Nils was in the band.
Yeah. And we didn't have any songs, we didn't have anything. So
it was a big risk, actually.
Not a big risk, more like a way to raise the bar for us.
Yeah.
We're booking the studio time, and so we have to find the complete lineup. We have to write the songs.
Yeah. And Polar Studios, for those who don't know, is where ABBA used to record their albums.
Yeah.
Did you feel the atmosphere in there in any way?
Yeah.
A little bit. They changed the place of the studio.
Right.
But they still had this old
music
machine.
The music machine, which was a wall.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the
It
mixing
was
table.
the exact same that they had.
Yeah.
And all the equipment as well, the microphones and stuff.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel intimidating in any way, it just felt inspiring to start
Yeah,
working
it was
in
really
there.
cool. I mean, and those guys, besides Chris, who worked there, they've been there since ABBA and Rolling Stones
Yeah,
and
since the
stuff like
start.
that. So
Yeah.
they could always tell a good story about it.
A few stories, I'm
A few
sure that they
stories,
have a few.
Yeah.
And then for the second album that you were called by Peter Stormare to come and record your album in LA over there. What exactly happened? How did he come about? How did he find you guys?
I think we contacted him before.
The first album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then he wasn't interested because he had the band Heat.
Okay.
And then when he dropped them, he remembered us, I think. And
Yeah.
so they called us then.
And also, I'm actually from basically the same area in Sweden as him. And his manager, sort of in Scandinavia, talked to him about me and our band. So
So it seems like everything seems to be happening through connections. It's not
Yeah.
just luck and coincidence, but you're actually actively trying to find the right people for the band to help you out. And
I think so.
it's always like that.
yeah. Sultans of Sin was your first official video, right?
Yeah.
It's very strange. It's your third album and your first video. How come it took so long?
Because no one wants to raise a budget.
It's actually a
expensive.
money issue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
but-
money.
And you don't really want to do a video that's not good, so you're gonna have to put quite a lot of money into it.
Yeah.
And no one's really up for paying that. So,
Did you get to say anything about the making of this video?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Did it by ourselves.
Yeah. You're happy with the result, I assume.
Yeah.
And we will continue to do it, and we will do definitely in the future. We'll do a lot of music videos.
Right.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's going to be for any other song on this album, as far as you know?
No, I think we're going straight from next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're productive people. We want to move forward.
Yeah.
Come
you went on tour pretty early with the Poodles. Was that like a learning experience, or how much had you been playing live before that?
We've been playing a lot, but not like in this band.
Yeah.
Everyone has played a lot live, but we learned a lot from them actually.
Yeah. So had it been like just gigs here and there, or was it actual tours that you had been on before that? Or?
No, more like gigs here and there.
Yeah, yeah.
Projects and
So,
stuff like that.
so it was still like something that you could pick up from the guys in the Poodles, being on tour.
Yeah,
and
they actually had a
life.
pretty awesome stage show. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean the whole thing about traveling around in a bus and all that, and doing consecutive gigs every night. It was a learning experience for us.
It's been a very happening year for you guys. There's been like tons of things happening. You've been in the Swedish Melody Festival for the Eurovision Song Contest, and your album came out, your video, and everything. Like, is there anything in particular that stands out as a super cool memory of all the things that have happened this year?
I think you have to say the tour of China. The tour
Yeah?
of China.
Yeah.
It was something out of the ordinary,
Yeah?
and a very cool experience, and I think it's something that might be very important for us in the future as well.
Right?
yeah.
So how was that? I just heard before that you were talking about it being very different from what you know.
Yeah.
Everything was the opposite.
Extremely different people and food and
Toilets.
ways of
Toilets.
life.
Or a lack of
Lack of
toilets.
toilets, yeah.
Lack of toilets.
Yeah. Just
And
a
all
hole
the-
in the ground.
Yeah, or sometimes
Everywhere.
it's like what do you call it? Renna.
Yeah,
They actually in the train station they had like ditches. They were,
Right.
were just
like
like
with shit passing
Oh.
through.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, right.
So you almost didn't went to the toilet for 3 weeks.
Okay.
And of course everything is extremely big. Everything is bigger.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Bigger
like,
than the
like
States?
like for like in the States,
Yeah.
but this time I think it's even bigger in China. I mean, the train stations look like the biggest airports you've ever seen. And
Really?
yeah.
I heard that there are actually censoring bands that are coming there. So before you're playing, they have to see your list of songs. Is it that bad, or is it?
It's not that bad.
No.
I think maybe at if you get really big in China, it might be like that, but not
Okay.
much.
So if you compare touring in Europe or the States to touring in China, what's the biggest difference, I think?
Well, in China it's like a 50-50 that you die in the traffic.
Yeah, traffic is out of this world.
Yeah.
They were going the wrong direction and
Yeah,
the
the
seatbelts didn't exist. So.
No rules, just
Yeah, and the taxi drivers, you know, if there was a waiting line, they just went to the crossing, cars coming about, and then up on the sidewalk and all
It's
that.
like a mad chicken basically.
Yeah.
Against each other all the time.
And also the audience was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, we had vad fan heter det?
Mosh pit.
We had a mosh pit
Oh,
in
really?
the first song at the first show in China.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I mean, we're not that kind of band yet. we had mosh pits, but they were absolutely crazy, and you know, all these stage dives, and also very much into interacting with the band and singing along and screaming and
Oh, they knew your songs also.
yeah.
That's really cool. Mosh pit, that's cool, because I always picture them being very polite and, you know.
no, that's Japan. We
Yeah.
thought so too, but
Yeah.
China
They were-
is
They like to have a good time for sure.
yeah.
Like I said, you're not that kind of a band, you're like a melodic sort of band, yet I was very surprised when I saw the choice of producer for this album. It was Peter Tätgren with Pain or Hypocrisy. How did that even happen? It's not like the normal choice.
No, but we want. I mean, each and every one of us are really into heavier metal and all that, and we wanted that kind of sound, and
Yeah.
we will definitely want more of that in the future as well.
What did you tell him exactly to want to take on you guys?
Not much.
He's used to always producing these very, very heavy bands, so he
Right.
thought it was very cool to do this kind of music for a change, I guess.
Yeah.
And we also have some common friends, so that's how we
how we met up. Yeah, we had a meeting in Falun in Sweden, and his studio is located like 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
So we were having a meeting with our people discussing which studio, which producer and all that for the next album. And someone just said, well, Peter Tätgren's studio is just 40 minutes away. Let's just go there and have a talk. And we did, and we exchanged some songs afterwards and all.
Because some of it really sounds like him. Did you still feel that you got your ideas through, or
Yeah.
did he take
all
over
the
as a
way,
producer?
basically.
He was the
Yeah.
easiest, I think, to work
Yeah.
with.
Really?
He really listened to us and just added a pinch of his own.
Right.
Yeah, but we also wanted him. We wanted his thing, his approach.
It's,
So,
yeah.
that's the idea. That's why
I think that the mix was really, you know, a great mix of the melodic stuff and the heavier. So it was definitely a good choice. You're doing so much. When do you even have time to write music? Do you write anything on the road, or how do you do when you write your songs?
You just have to take time.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You can work in the nights, you know.
Yeah.
With headphones.
On the bus, or?
No, in the bus we are sleeping.
Yeah. Is it
On the
when
floor.
you?
Yeah.
Face down.
Yeah, you can tell that story. That was interesting.
Yeah, the first night of this tour, I was drunk and fell off my bed without waking up. And it's pretty high. It's like over a meter up in the sky. And I landed on my nose because the next day I had very much pain in my nose.
That's rock and roll. Falling out of your bunk and not even
Yeah, but I
knowing to
think
sing it.
actually my bed is leaning downwards,
Okay.
so I have to like almost hold in my sleep to not fall down. It's a bad.
So, I mean, this is now you're out with Sabaton. What's happening after? Because I'm sure you have like tons of plans as usual.
Yeah, but we have nothing confirmed for next year.
Yeah?
We're working
We
on
have a lot of
our
plans,
next album.
Yeah.
That's so much we can say.
Yeah.
Okay. No more tours after this then.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It's very much, the next year is very much in the planning stage. But we
Yeah.
have a lot of things going on. But
Yeah.
we just have to, you know, see what's most important to focus our time and energy on and so on.
Yeah. Okay.
But a new album is definitely on the way.
It is.
It's a matter
for
of-
next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually going to play a new song today.
Okay, cool. Can you tell us what the name of the song is?
Yeah, it's called Dawn of Your Creation.
And it's a heavy song, or?
Yeah, I think it's the heaviest song we've
So
written.
far.
Yeah, but still very melodic and all that.
Yeah, it's heavier and more melodic, so we're trying to
Combined.
raise both.
I was just gonna say, are you going in the heavier direction now after this one? or-
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And much heavier riffing and stuff like that, but even more.
Melodic
Melodic.
progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And more technical. So
Yeah.
everything just up.
Yes.
So you're trying to get rid of that boy band, the heavy boy band label that you got.
Yeah, because like I said, we're all really metal guys,
Right.
more. But I mean, so we just want to go for it. You
Yeah.
know, what feels right. And,
Yeah.
we've written some songs and it feels fantastic. So
And
Yeah.
everyone is into that more is more kind of style.
Well, good luck to you. I hope that it goes well with the tour, and well, I'm sure that we'll get to see you soon again.
yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.